guys, it's Melissa again, and today I'm going to be telling you the story of Moses. For many years, a new Pharaoh ruled, and he did not remember what Joseph had done for Egypt. The people of God became slaves, and they were trapped and couldn't go home. There were so many people of God in Egypt that the Pharaoh was afraid that they would take his kingdom away from him. So he said that all the baby boys had to be killed. One of the mothers made a basket woven together and hid the baby in the basket. She put the basket in the reeds by the Nile. The daughter of the Pharaoh found the basket, and she named the baby Moses and raised him in the palace. When Moses was a young man, he saw an Egyptian beating one of the people of God. Moses grew very angry and killed him. Then he ran away into the desert. Moses ended up staying with the family of Jethro, and he married Zipporah, one of Jethro's daughters, and became a shepherd. He lived there for 40 years. One day, while Moses was taking care of Jethro's sheep, he took them up to the mountain of God, Mount Horeb, which is also called Sinai. Suddenly, he saw a bush that was burning, but it didn't burn up. God spoke to Moses from the burning bush. God told Moses that the cry of the people of God in Egypt had been heard, and Moses was going to be the one to set the people free. Moses said, "But who am I to do such a thing?" And God said, "I will be with you." "What is your name?" "My name is Yahweh. I am who I am." "Can't you send someone else?" "Aaron, your brother, will go with you, and he will speak for you." So Moses went back to Egypt to tell the Pharaoh to let his people go. Moses went many times to the Pharaoh to tell the Pharaoh to let God's people go, and many times the Pharaoh said no. Terrible things happened in the land of Egypt, and finally the Pharaoh said yes. God helped Moses lead the people through the water and into freedom. Moses led the people through the desert for 40 years, and the people of God grew tired and hungry and discouraged, and they grumbled to Moses. But God showed the people that God was always with them by giving them quail and manna to eat in the desert. When the people were thirsty from traveling in the desert, they complained to Moses, and Moses talked with God. God told Moses to strike the rock with his staff, and water came out of it. Something happened that made God very angry. Moses didn't keep his faith with God in the midst of the people. So God told Moses that he would see, but never be able to enter the promised land. The people were free, but they didn't know the best way to go. With God's help, Moses led the people to God's mountain, Mount Sinai, where God had spoken to him from the burning bush. And Moses went up on the mountain to talk with God. And the people waited and waited and waited. Moses was gone for a very long time. The people began to think that Moses was never going to come back, so they asked Aaron to make them a new god to lead them. Aaron took all the gold the women were wearing and melted it, and then he shaped the melted gold into a calf. He gave the calf to the people, saying, "Here is your God." And the people built an altar and worshipped the golden calf. Moses came down from the mountain. His face was shining. He carried the 10 best ways, but found the people worshipping the golden calf. Moses was so angry that he broke the 10 best ways. He took the calf and threw it in the fire. The people were so sorry, so God gave Moses the 10 best ways again, and Moses gave them back to the people. God told Moses to have the people make a box, which they called the Ark of the Covenant. The box was covered in gold, and it had poles on the sides so the people could always carry it with them wherever they went. God told Moses how to make a tent called a tabernacle for the ark, and when the people stopped to rest in the wilderness, God's glory filled the tent. Moses came close to God in there, and when he came out, his face was shining. Another 40 years, they came to another mountain, Mount Nebo. Moses looked over the promised land from the mountaintop, and God said, "I will give this land to the people of God, but you will never cross over." Moses died there, and no one knows to this day where he was buried. So that's the full story of Moses. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you understood everything. and I hope to see you guys back here soon.